I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel, and I've also created a culture of apathy and, I don't know, a lot of cruelty as well.
I have a question for God. Why? God.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my obscure corner of the internet. I am Grin Dark, and if you are here, you probably already know what I'm planning on talking about. iDubbbz recently dropped a video apologizing for his old content to what I would politely call a very mixed reaction from the public. His older fans in particular really seem to hate it. But first, for those of you who don't know, iDubbbz is a creator who hit the ground running on YouTube with his Kickstarter crap videos, where he reviews bad Kickstarter projects with his signature dry and edgy sense of humor. This eventually progressed into what he is now well known for, his content cop videos. This is a series of well-edited, entertaining, and funny call-out videos with high-profile YouTube content creators as targets. While certainly a fun watch, these videos did contain a variety of slurs characteristic of YouTube at that time, which made them arguably more controversial now than ever before. His most recent endeavors has been the Creator Clash events, pitting many content creators in a boxing match, and using this event to raise money for charity. I've personally seen both events and I had a great time seeing both. Now, back to the recent video. iDubbbz released this video called I Miss the Old iDubbbz. This is what we're reviewing today, so without further ado,
I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel, and I've also created a culture of apathy and, I don't know, a lot of cruelty as well.
Here Ian is talking about how he created this culture of cruelty. I think he's giving himself way too much credit though. The internet is already an awful, mean, cruel place. That's just the culture already. If he wants to make the claim that he took part in it, that's legit, but he didn't make it that way.
I was morally grandstanding and acting as if I am any better than any of these people that I was making content cop videos on.
Ian, you were not pretending to be better than Tana when you made the Tana content cop. We're firing back after she said,
literally, if iDubbbz broke both of his legs and lost all of his subscribers, I would be genuinely happy. He
tweeted him, and I don't remember exactly what I said. I'm sure you can find it, but it was like...
Yeah, I'd say that warrants a response.
It's also indoctrinated a lot of people into thinking that this is an okay way to behave, and it's not. It's super irresponsible and shitty.
Indoctrinated? Dude, you didn't run a cult. You made a YouTube channel with edgy videos. Calm down.
I've just always had this dumb philosophy that I'm not responsible for, my audience and how they behave beyond what content I put out, and that's stupid.
You were right though. You were not telling people to go into the streets and burn down houses. You made entertainment videos on YouTube. It isn't like there was a sudden rise of killings in the name of iDubbbz during this period. People are gonna go use their free will however they want, regardless of what they find entertaining. So I'm just not convinced this is a rational way of looking at things.
I've clearly done a lot of damage. These videos have been up for a long time and have accumulated millions of views. I shouldn't be able to just make an apology video and walk away from it. This is something that I should live the rest of my life with, and I expect to. I've profited off of this bigoted content for years, and I've made a successful career out of it.
And it was a good career. It's like he's suggesting that content cops were totally uncalled for harassment campaigns against innocent creators. Like every single one of them definitely had it coming. The toy channels in particular certainly deserved it during the whole Elsagate scandal thing.
I don't feel like a lot of this content represents me as a person, at least not anymore. I particularly want to apologize to Tana. Tana, I'm sorry. I should have never made that video.
What?
Literally, if iDubbbz broke both of his legs and lost all of his subscribers, I would be genuinely happy.
I think only in these past couple of years have I gained the ability empathy, and I'm very ashamed to admit that. It sounds really pathetic to say at the age of 32 I've acquired empathy, but I have.
Why are you gay?
Happened over the past 5 years of my life that have led me to the place I'm at now. One year I was at a convention and a bunch of fans were, wanting pictures, and this particular fan came up to me and said, "I know you probably don't like transgender people, but can I, get a picture?" That smacked me in the face. I was like, oh, holy shit. Why would you think that? But I mean, it was fairly obvious. I was being cruel, hateful, bigoted, and being very uncaring about people's feelings. That is a very fair assessment to make.
But it isn't, though. It's not fair that someone can come up to you and just assume that you hate them. If someone came up to me and assumed I just hated them because they're trans or gay or whatever, I'd probably laugh at them. Like, they don't know me personally, they don't know what I'm like. If they just assume Ian hates them because of the content they make, like, they don't know him personally as a person, he could be a very different person outside of his YouTube persona, like, they don't know. I think it's just kind of cringe, that's all. So I would say, just to kind of sum up my thoughts on the video, I don't really care if he wants to change as a person, if he wants to become like more empathetic, drop the slurs, change his content. Like, that just happens as you get older. That's normal, that's fine. I genuinely don't care. The fact that he kind of just sits there and pretends like he left like this huge evil mark on the world is just laughable to me, though. I don't think he created like this super evil culture or whatever. Maybe he contributed to the 2016 toxic internet culture in some way, but I just don't think it's as bad as he's making it out to be. I got some fun tweets to look at here before we wrap up the video, see what other people's takes are. Let's take a look. iDubbbz, at 32 years old, finally realized that screaming the N-word is bad and expects folks to care and respect him for coming to this conclusion. Yeah, I didn't come away from that video with that impression at all. I don't think he was like baiting for attention. I think he was just trying to clear the air about what he's planning on doing with his content and apologize for his old content. Whether or not that was warranted is up to you, I guess. iDubbbz telling us how much he's changed and constantly explaining it. If you've changed, then fine, but stop going on about it and expecting everyone to love you for it. Again, I'm not getting the impression that he's begging for sympathy clicks or likes here or whatever, but I do agree that I'm getting tired of like this whole constant I'm changing and I'm different now explanations. Like, just get back to making content, please. Dude, iDubbbz should have taken notes from Joji on how to change his content and still hold the same respect for his previous content. Joji's the best to look at when it comes to this. Yeah, okay, but it's hard to compare the two. I mean, I know like they were both kind of edgy and they're transforming into non-edgy styles of content, but Joji was like the absolute best case scenario. Like, he just kind of dropped off the face of the earth, it feels like, for a couple of years and then just re-emerged as this great artist. Whereas iDubbbz, you can kind of just see like the slow change over time, and he hasn't been particularly clear about what he wants to do until now, and I don't think people like that direction, but that's what he wants to do, so. Nick Diorio said iDubbbz is acting like a mass shooter shouted "bad unboxing" before committing a racially motivated attack. Yeah, I know. That's a great tweet. Well said, Nick. Okay, from Keem, the infamous Keem, we got iDubbbz just uploaded a video apologizing for saying the N-word. However, iDubbbz's wife was on the podcast just a year ago, said that it was her idea, so why isn't she apologizing? Yeah, I don't know, Keem. If true, I don't know. Okay, so full disclosure, if I sound super tired making this or just not like my usual grin darky self, it's just because I've already made this video once and my video editing software up and deleted it, and I had to start over from scratch, so I'm just tired having to reassemble all my disorganized thoughts and put it back down into an semblance of my original work. I hope you still enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed making it even though I had to make it twice, and if you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do. Thanks for stopping by the Grindark channel. I hope you have a good one. Thank you.